hearing from Billy is that, he feels like the defense is ahead of the offense. Where do you kind of think the offense is at in terms of chemistry and just fluidity and all that stuff?
I think we're still trying to figure out how to play alongside each other. I feel like sometimes when we get stuck, we tend to settle, start trying to keep working. I think it's just normal. Just still learning each other's tendencies. What we all like to do in certain situations, just reading the game. So I think it's just a lot of times, like one guy would have one idea, the guy would have another idea, and so just because Billy wants us to play, pretty free flowing, kind of make reads and stuff. I think because this is so new, we just have to figure it out as we go. So we just go through these stretches at times where we look really good, and then like we go through a couple of minutes where we just can't figure it out. So just part of it, I think it was expected for us, early this season.
Billy was saying, he was just in here before, he thought he needed you to be a little more aggressive offensively, to shoot more, in the first half. Maybe you didn't take enough shots. How did you feel about it? Was just, were those shots coming in the flow, or did you feel like you had to look for more shots?
I think it's a mix of both. I'm still trying to kind of find myself within the offense, and obviously different than I played last year when I came here, and also before with Magic. So it's just trying to kind of find myself within the offense. I think for a big man, it's just a little different because you depend a lot on others. I don't have the ball, and I can't just create. So it's just trying to figure out my spots, and things like that. But I also do think I can be a little more aggressive in certain situations. Sometimes I'm just trying to get the ball moving and find guys to where I could be a little more aggressive. I felt like, especially in the fourth, I was a little more aggressive, got some good looks, but just trying to figure out, myself within the offense, how to play, how to find my spots, and how to play with those guys, especially like in pick and rolls and two-man games and things like that.
Rebounding is really starting to stand out as a sore spot for you all. What are you seeing in the rebounding category? How do you guys make up for deficits?
You just have to do it as a team, box out, make sure we secure the rebounds. Obviously, we understand we're undersized, and we just have to do a better job on that. And I think there was times when we just get kind of caught looking at the ball, and we just all come in, and then nowadays so many threes, the ball would bounce, long rebounds. So just have to just be more disciplined of boxing out, make sure we hold on for our guy. And then I think a lot of times when we get hurt, it's in a situation where we're helping, we don't really necessarily have a guy, and we kind of just all staring at the ball. So it's just something that we just have to be a little more disciplined about.
What did you see in the last 3 minutes compared to earlier? Had they slowed you down more than you wanted to be earlier in the game?
Yeah, they're a very good defensive team. Obviously, all teams are coached by Thibs. They're very organized defensively. They do a really good job taking away stuff from you, and for sure, then they play at a little bit of a slower pace. But I think towards the end, we're just a little more aggressive. We're attacking the rim more. We got stops too, so we're able to run a little bit. I think we just have to be a little more downhill, a little more aggressive. I think at times, like I said, when we get stuck, we settle a little bit. We don't try to look for the extra drive or the extra something. And so I think that can help us a little bit open up some things. But it's just hard to play against a team that's coached by Thibs because they're so good defensively.
I'll ask you something I asked DeMar. This is the first time that you guys have been through this as a group, where a late game situation, you guys are down double digits. What was the sense like for you with this new group, knowing what you guys had to do to come back from that deficit?
We just, kept on fighting. There was just, nothing else you can do at that moment. I think for us also, these are games that we do need, and we have to play through these things. But as the more we play, more of these games we play, the more we'll learn, what works for us. But I thought we just, kept fighting, which was good for us, that we didn't give up when we got down 10 or something, especially in the fourth. We just kept fighting, pushing, and DeMar makes shot, we win. It's a great win for us. So it's part of it. It's part of us, growing together and playing. Obviously, you're playing a team that was in the playoffs last year and that played really well. So they obviously have a certain swag about that, and we're trying to get there.
Did you get a chance to talk to Patrick afterward, or see Patrick?
Yeah, I saw him in the locker room quickly after the game. Yeah. So
does he seem like what are his spirits like? Is he okay?
I think he's still trying to figure out what the injury is and how bad it is. But he, obviously, he was a little disappointed that he had to go out of the game. But we don't know yet, I think, what's the extent. So hopefully it's not too serious, because obviously Pat is a very important guy for us.
Uch, we got one more. Alexander, go ahead.
Nikola, čestitam izvanrednoj igri, 22 poena. Što kažeš o posljednjim trenucima, pokazivo se želje da možda ti uzmeš loptu, da ubaciš taj finalni koš. I inače, što kažeš na početak ove sezone, najbolje za Bulse od 96. godine, prve 4 pobjede za redom.
Da, pa dobro, teška utakmica protiv odlične ekipe. Imali smo malo problema tokom utakmice, smo uspjeli na kraju da se vratimo. Malo je falilo, to je taj jedan šut da smo pogodili, došli bi do pobjede, ali dobro, ipak jedno dobro iskustvo za nas. Mi smo dosta nova ekipa i prvi put igramo protiv jako dobre ekipe kakve je New York, tako da sve opet dosta pozitivnih stvari možemo da izvučemo iz ove utakmice, ali naravno moramo i da naučimo na našim greškama. Što se tiče početka sezone, mislim da smo možemo biti zadovoljni za sad 4-1 skor, dosta dobro. Uvijek je lakše igrati tako kad počne se s pobjedama, nadam se da ćemo tako nastaviti.
Da.
Thank you.